I just want to step outside on the balcony and be a head eye. Hope I don't catch corona. Alright, you guys. So I know it's kind of being goofy. I know we're all, really sad we can't just go outside and do what we want in our own free will. But I did want to come on here and say, if you are going to step outside, make sure you have a face mask on. And if at all costs, make sure it's either insulated or you have a surgical mask underneath so that the air you're breathing is filtered. Yeah. Also, today's video from the outfit I have on, it's pretty dope. I like it. Y'all might like it. So I'm going to share a DIY video for you guys to follow along. I did leave a couple steps out. It's not that hard to figure out what to do. The main step that I left out was the bleaching, but literally you just need a spray bottle and some bleach. That is all, guys. So I'm gonna walk you guys through this tutorial and we're gonna go ahead and get to it. So let's go. To Google Chrome, you're gonna type in a name or whatever you like to be on a shirt. Then you're gonna search it. You're gonna go to images. You're gonna select the image you want. You're gonna save it. Save image as. File name is hot. You're gonna save it to the desktop. You're gonna press the download, and then you're gonna go press print, and then you're gonna add more settings. You're gonna make sure it's in color. You're gonna take off all the headers. And make sure it's in landscape.
You don't have to do all of this.
Like he said, you don't have to do all that if you don't want to. You can also enlarge the image to make it larger. My bad. Maybe I should stop talking so fast. And then when you get it to its desired size that you like it, you're gonna press print. Now, I want personal prints, so I'm just going to speed up the video of me finding what prints I want, and we'll show you guys the next step at the house. Alright, you guys, so we got the images. These are the images we're going to be working with. And now we're going to head back to the house so we can finish up this tutorial. For this tutorial, you're going to need 100% cotton t-shirts. I am showing y'all smalls and mediums. Later in the video, I also grabbed a black XXL simply because I needed more fabric to work with. The bigger, the better. You're also going to need the prints you got from the printer, all in color. Just a little disclaimer, not all these prints get used in this video tutorial simply because the person who originally made the graphic tee tutorial from TikTok, whose video ended up getting put on Twitter, was not as easy as he made it seem. In fact, you cannot even wash these shirts, or if you guys find a way to wash these shirts, let me know. You're also going to need parchment paper, plastic wrap or saran wrap, whatever you want to call it. I also took the prints, laid them down, and picked the one I wanted to work with first. You're also going to need a rotary cutter board. And then you're also going to want to get a X-Acto knife and a rotary cutter and maybe a pair of scissors if you feel need be. This is just me showing y'all what they look like. Blase, blase, you know. Nothing special, just regular tools. You can get all of these things at Walmart. They were really cost effective. They weren't too expensive. Now you're just going to see me take the X-Acto knife and cut along the border, which is the white part of all the pictures. I did forget to mention I did print one more print, and that's the Love and Basketball print, which was in the previous clips of me outside on the balcony. I'm just getting as close as I can to cutting off the border without actually cutting the picture. And you want to do that, like I said, to the rest of your pictures if you have any. It's exactly the same thing. You're just going to get close as you can without cutting the actual picture. The next step in this tutorial is taking this saran wrap, laying it across the rotary board, big enough so that you can place your print directly in the middle. This one has a cutter, so you're just going to see me slide the cutter across, cutting the saran wrap. If I can get it to move. So then, once you got that, you're going to grab your print, place it face down, center, fold over all the saran wrap. Don't mind this one here. Make sure it's not too tight. Smooth out the edges. Make sure it's completely flat. You don't want to wrap your saran wrap around the print too tight, just because when you start ironing, the saran wrap does shrink and melt. And you don't want the edges of your print to fold over or fold under. So be aware of that. When you're done, your print should look something like this. I end up going to do the next couple. It's the exact same step, making sure it's flat, making sure it's not wrapped too tight. And when you're done, you want to go take it to the ironing board. Moving on to the next step, you want to go to take your print to the iron board or towel, anything but the mat that's underneath this shirt. It ended up getting warped, and I was very sad about it. So make sure you don't iron on top of it. You're then going to take your print, place it facing up towards you with a piece of parchment paper big enough to cover the print. This is just me making sure it's in the middle where I want it to be. Now, for the first time I did this is absolutely the first time I've ever done this from the TikTok tutorial. From his tutorial, the dude mentions you can just iron for 5 minutes. That wasn't the case. This tutorial took a very, 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 very long time to do. The saran wrap was not melting the way I needed it to. And honestly, that could have just been my iron because it worked a lot better when I switched irons. So it does depend on the iron you have. Now, you don't have to have a specific one, but you do need to make sure it's preheated and set to its highest, very highest setting that it can go to, so that the plastic can melt and it could be basically sealed to the shirt. So that's just me ironing over it, making sure, we're going to be good. And I was checking. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I'm not even going to lie to you. But we figured it out. I was like, we're going to wait for a second. I think at one point I even went to go get some pizza to eat it. I'm sure y'all going to see that clip because definitely did. Oh, very important step that I forgot to mention was you want to make sure you hit those corners not once, not twice, but more than a few times to make sure that those corners are really sealed to the shirt. Okay, so I know at the beginning of this clip it looked like I was posed. I wasn't. I was just waiting, trying to see if it was going to press. So this is me just pressing down with the iron, making sure, and definitely wanted to make sure those corners were sticking. And it just was taking a very long time. It was very strenuous to get those to seal. And that's why I kind of wanted to do my own take on this video to show you guys that this was not as easy as he made it seem. And there's me eating pizza. So you're welcome. After all that, y'all can see that it still was taking a very long time to get everything to stick. After that, I think I just took some fabric glue, sealed it, and called it a day. So I just felt like I needed to show y'all my next video project. I know y'all probably like,
Alright, so I want y'all to know I actually did like this shirt, but I made the mistake of washing it. That's why I said it does not work to wash it. And if you guys find a way, please, please, please let me know. Comment below, like this video, and subscribe.
Bye.
These next few clips are me doing the Tupac and Biggie shirt. I was just distressing it with some sandpaper. Literally not that hard. Literally took a piece of sandpaper and kind of rubbed it against the shirt. End up cutting a V. It'll show you what it looks like in the next clip of this tutorial. This part that I'm showing you next is the actual end product of the Biggie and Tupac shirt, which I have. Next clip shows the process of which y'all probably all been waiting for. This is the shirt that I got in a double X, or I think an XL. This is just me showing y'all how it looks before, and this is where the shorts and the Love and Basketball top came from. Now for the Love and Basketball top, it's the same exact process for the shirt part. We also make biker shorts out of the bottom, so stay tuned for that. Hope you guys are still watching. If you are, thank you for continuing to watch this video this long. Also, make sure y'all turn on post notifications so y'all don't miss out on the next time that I post. And continue to watch because it gets way better and it's totally worth it. Alright, so y'all saw how big the shirt is. Now I'm going to take the stickers off the shirt. I'm going to place a pin, cut the shirt in half to my desired length. Put the bottom piece to the side, do the same thing I did to the first picture. Cut off the border as much as possible. Then we're going to saran wrap it, place it in the middle. I got a different iron, so it worked a little bit better this time, like I mentioned before. Place it in the middle, parchment paper, iron it. Same deal. Y'all can kind of see where the board is warped also. That's why I moved the board, learned my lesson. Now I still do place the iron multiple times and have to be sitting and just doing random stuff in between. But like I said, it still did work a lot faster than the other one. So that was that. So now y'all have seen me finish ironing the shirt. Now we're going to go to the bottom half of the shirt part. And we're going to cut it in half. Get a pair of biker shorts you like the fit of. These are also ones that I made. I will make a tutorial for biker shorts if y'all would like. But if y'all watched the previous video, then y'all know how to make shorts. And it's the same thing, just a little bit longer. You want to make sure you cut out 2 left pieces, 2 right pieces, front and the back of each of those. And they look a little bit something like this. Now I just traced the ones that I already had, cut out those pieces. Same deal. You're going to see me pin 2 pieces to the side. Pin where the crotch is, not pinning all the way down. Because if y'all know from the tutorial, which y'all really should go watch because it was very informational and it's very useful and helpful and makes this tutorial go faster if you watch the tutorial before. That you only pin the crotch area. So now I am going back to the shirt to show y'all how it looks, finished product before I bleach it, showing that it's pretty sturdy. The corners don't come off. It's foldable. It's not as stiff as some of the other shirts. Definitely one of the better ones. I haven't really worn the fit out besides the purposes of this video. Now y'all gonna see me take all 4 pieces and head to the sewing machine. Make sure you check out my first video on how to make shorts from a hoodie. That'll show you how to do this tutorial a lot better. Basically, you're going to pin the crotch, sew that piece down twice. Pin the sides of the shorts down, sew those down twice. And then you're going to pin the crotch area and sew it once. And after all that, this is all working on the fabric inside out where the right sides are kissing. Blase, blase. Done that. Then you know it is peachy. This last step is something I didn't think I had to do but ended up doing because the shirt was still not big enough. I just took the top of one of the other Bleach shirts I did, pinned it, and then cut it to my desired length I wanted it to be as far as touching my belly. And that's how I got the biker shorts to look. Thanks for watching.